Design education must foster creative problem solving to drive societal impact. My name is Mário Barros, and today I'll share with you my educational vision for creating sustainable futures through systematic design pedagogy. First, who am I? Since 2005, I have been advancing design education across multiple countries: Denmark, Vietnam, and Portugal. My experience spans the complete educational spectrum, from foundational courses up to master thesis supervision. I have created new programs, new design courses, and coordinated over 30 of them. I have been bridging academia and industry through product development and research supervision. My research focuses design, computation, sustainability, and education. I hold a PhD from the University of Lisbon, where I developed a generative design system that encompasses digital fabrication from concept to manufacturing. Now let's proceed to my activities. My approach centers on these three interconnected areas: teaching to facilitate the development of advanced cognitive and practical skills, research to advance the scientific understanding of the principles behind design and innovation, and of course, social impact, which focuses on creating sustainable futures through human-centered continuous improvement. These pillars don't operate in isolation. These intersecting areas also generate meaningful outcomes. So let's start with one. We'll start with empowering communities. Higher education without social impact is incomplete. Students are encouraged and supported to understand that they are part of unique communities and that their activities bear the responsibility to empower those same communities. This means engaging with real-world problems from day one, understanding the intersection between culture, technology, and politics, and then designing solutions that create value for multiple stakeholders. That means that whether they are designing children's toys or ski boots for a particular context, students must externalize their reasoning through sketches, models, prototypes, in order to support continuous reflection, peer learning, and iterative improvement. The core of my teaching is rooted in the development of 5 interconnected thinking modes. Time awareness is central and ripples to the others. The ability to conceptualize time is one of the most crucial skills that we have as human species. Understanding our past informs our present, and these insights with our present must be rooted in direct contact with users and our context. Whenever we design, we must anticipate what will be the impact for future generations. So time awareness is crucial. In this example that I bring, students designed a food system for Mars using very limited infrastructure. Then they applied the similar principles, a similar set of principles, to a situation on Earth and designed a fully recyclable crop growing system for refugee camps. This means that foresight has practical applications. Design thinking is the core of the discipline. It requires user-centered approaches, experimental prototyping, and subjective reasoning that balances logic with intuition about technological and societal evolution. In this example, a group of master thesis students were addressing workplace migrants. It resulted in an inclusive office solution that also serves workers needing focus space or rest areas, thereby expanding beyond the original problem formulation. Computational thinking relates to process implementation. This means using computer-aided design software, simulation, and optimization in order to inform decision-making. A practical application you see is from a course in which students applied generative design principles I've developed during my PhD research in order to create chair designs, and then extend that design language across multiple product categories. Systems thinking enables the understanding of whole systems, patterns evolution, and stakeholder relationships that support the development of comprehensive solutions. In this example, students developed a reusable packaging system for the Danish post office that eliminates single-use waste, thereby significantly improving and reducing CO2 emissions through systematic reuse cycles. Entrepreneurial thinking is action-oriented engagement with stakeholders, which is crucial to identify optimal opportunities for real-world implementation. In this collaboration with Turf Tank, students redesigned their autonomous robot for painting lines in sports fields. The improved usability and aesthetics directly contributed to the company's market growth. Now let's move on to the intersection between teaching and research. And in this area is where I continuously refine my pedagogical approaches through scientific reflection and community feedback. In this recent conference presentation, I demonstrated how to align educational goals with course structure elements, creating paired learning activities that benefits both the instructors and the students. It particularly focused on digital learning capabilities, ensuring that online education maintains a similar level of iterative feedback and hands-on approach that we have in face-to-face mode. And this is essential to product development. The core of my research is product genetics. It examines industrial products from micro component level interactions and details to ecosystem-wide evolution. The goal is to transform intuitive knowledge into structured and shareable methods that enable more informed decisions throughout the product development processes. My PhD exemplifies this, is one of the examples of this approach. I have developed computational rules, encoded them in CAD software to generate customized chair variants, and then these variants are automatically optimized, thereby ensuring that each design meets structural and legal requirements. We also researched how micro-level decisions like smartphone attachment methods have a long-term impact on maintenance and repair. Based on this research, we proposed improvements to the European legislation on repair. Applied innovation is when research meets social impact, and also when research achieves maximum value because it's embedded in real-world challenges. My current research addresses technology development challenges that hardware startups face, which is very unique and very different from the incremental iteration that software companies have. I'm developing models for team composition, stakeholder engagement, and integration of user research in early stages to help startups create products that match user expectations, thereby reducing their failure rate. Social impact is the ultimate goal of my work. Through collaborations with over 50 companies, including Unilever, Turf Tank, or Lego, I have been transferring scientific insights into solutions optimized for these business ecosystems. Through this, I have been directly contributing to 5 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals: quality education, industry innovation, sustainable communities, responsible production and consumption, and climate action. Design education for sustainable futures requires systematic approach to creativity, problem-solving, technology, and societal development. Through integrated teaching, research, and social impact, I contribute to preparing professionals who are empowered with knowledge, critical thinking, and practical skills to reimagine systems for positive global transformation. If you're still here, it means you're serious about creating meaningful change. Here's how we can work together. I work across multiple scales. First, one-to-one coaching. I coach creatives to support them on achieving outcomes through tailored methods, designers who need customized methods for product development, lecturers who want to align their teaching with research more efficiently, and professionals who need tools to better connect their values to their outcomes. I also work on team upskill. I create custom workshops and training programs completely adapted to the culture of the company in order to support them in making progress through better sustainability practices, by aligning strategy to actually reach operations, and optimizing digital transformation that people adopt instead of fight. I also consult on product development, on portfolio decisions that drive growth, and on strategic foresight for decisions that define the course of organizations for the next decade. So, if you're interested in exploring this further, drop me an email about what you're working through and some challenges or something along these lines, and I will respond to you personally, and then we'll take it from there. If you also know someone who might find this perspective interesting and useful, share it with them. Thank you very much.